Hey, Mr. Smith Garage here. Got a little surprise for you. I know we just did lower the van again. Jill, the van again. It was nice for cool April nights. We're gonna do a quick little measurement. Let's see, let's find a tape measure here. All right, so we've raised it back up. So we're at 28 in the front. Let's just drop this down. Make sure we're at 28 and a half in the back. So I already did the springs yesterday. 28 and a half on this side and 28 on the front. All right, and here is what we are putting on Jill. We're going with the Kumho super heavy duty mud tires, 27 by 8.5 by 14. Yeah, the Kumho Road Venture MT. Tape measure time. $28 and a half. $28 and a half. They look a little low on air. Not sure what kind of pressure we put in there, but hey, thanks for joining Mr. Smith Garage on this quick little tire change on Jill. You know, we lowered it, did a little video on lowering it. I raised it back up. I didn't do a video on it, but and decided to raise it back up just to do some possible summer camping this summer. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try and go out with Jim and see if we can find some good camping spots. And if we do, I'll show you a little video on that. But hey, thanks for joining Mr. Smith Garage. We like having subscribers. I think by the time you see this video, I probably will have 300 subscribers. Back when I got 100, it was amazing. So having a couple hundred more, you know, we've been doing this for just a little bit over a year, and like I said, I've got just an eclectic mix of stuff going on. You know, we're working on this VR6. Really, all it is I need to put that pressure plate or the flex plate and torque converter back on, and then attach to the transmission and start putting everything back together. Exhaust manifold, intake manifold, fuel rail, all of my water stuff, hoses. I call it the spaghetti mess. So thanks for watching. Just always enjoy having you guys watch what's going on. So thanks again. Have a nice day at the Mr. Smith Garage. Hey, welcome back to Mr. Smith Garage. Early evening, sun's just setting. Here in the garage, Lars, the EuroVan. I started doing this, I figured, I should probably be filming this. So here we go. We're basically bringing the VR6 engine off of the engine stand onto the hoist with a plan of reattaching flex plate, torque converter with new bolts, not with those old bolts, and then the transaxle, getting that all back together, and then we'll work on, you know, exhaust manifold, fuel injectors, intake manifold, you know, all that, all the good stuff, you know, all of my, you know, power steering, air conditioner, alternator, oil, filter, and cooler, all of it. So it's looking good. Before I started filming, I did a little bit of vacuuming up some cobwebs and bugs. But here we go. Let's see if this thing will fall or if it will work. I was thinking about, you know, not wearing flip-flops for this, but then, you know, I'm watching some of these Afghan mechanics and Indian mechanics, and they're all wearing flip-flops in the dirt. You know, rebuilding engines, so, you know, can't be that bad, right? Basically, I'm trying to get the weight off of that tube. So we can pull this back. Okay, guess that worked. So you can see I have a point here. It's holding on with a bolt. On this side, just got a stainless steel eye bolt, assuming it's grade 8. Let's balance this out a little bit. This is a thanks to my neighbor Tim. Once again, I did a few modifications on here so that I could fit this Harbor Freight engine stand to the point where I think this is where one of the axle pieces comes into the transmission. Works pretty good. You can see I drilled a few extra holes in here, not knowing which ones would actually fit. And I think one of my viewers was asking about the spacers. Those are the spacers I put in there because this bottom corner, instead of cutting it off, I just figured I'd space it out, and it seemed to work. Those spacers were about $3 each at Ace Hardware, but they worked. I don't know when I'm going to work on another VR6, but you never know. You know, VR6s are in Porsche Cayennes. I think you can fit one in a Audi TT. So there's lots of options for the VR6 in my future. So you can see those were just standard spots for things, and I just used them. So, all right, time to lower this down. We'll get the transmission over here. All right, you can see here there's the engine bay for the EuroVan. I haven't done much to it, and it seems like a month. I haven't been back over on this side, maybe 2 months. Anyway, here's our transmission with our axle. You can see I took some notes from, I think it's the Humble Mechanic, about how to make sure that you label out all these things, because I'm telling you, they're all different. Look at every single one of those transmission bolts looks to be different. So this just kind of keeps me on track so I know where they're going to go back. In fact, I'm going to take this over there now. just all over the place. Let's try not to hit our white wall or our sea-doos. Basically power sprayed this a little bit. Here's the one piece that I have that's broken. If you can see in there. Let me get a flashlight. So this piece is broken, but it doesn't look like any of the prongs are bent too bad, and I could probably fix them enough. Make sure that that plug will fit back in there. So that's what we're going to go with. Other than that, previous owner did say that it ran when they parked it. Ran when they parked it 5 or 6 years ago on a squirrel mound before the squirrels chewed all the wires away. But I have fixed most of the wiring. I think there's still a few that I need to work on. I do believe that in this grouping here, oh yep, there you see one right there. The wire I need to fix. And then I believe that this blue wire goes to the end, and there was some chew marks on this yellow wire, so I'm probably gonna come back into here, grab the blue and the yellow and bring them out. I think the blue goes to the alternator and the yellow goes to the oil cooler. Whew, lots of work still to do, and to get this thing back together, I don't know, we'll see. I've done a lot of work already, so hopefully it'll go back together and there will be absolutely no problems at all getting this thing back together. And that's what we thought, right? Right. I'm gonna grab that flex plate, and I've got it in this box. I've got some new flex plate bolts. I'm gonna look at my manual, see what torque they need to be, and kind of look at how to get that thing on there. I think there's a shim that goes on the inside. Might have to look back at some of my videos to see. I think I had a shim, then the flex plate, then another shim. So we'll go back and review some videos, make sure we do it right. All right, this is a quick break on working on the EuroVan. I am at Shasta Pizza Company. They are proud VW owners. And we have our meeting here, the Dub Nuts, every month. And so I'm just gonna show you who showed up. It's kind of nice to see a few of us all out here, a couple of water pumpers over here. Nice bus there, single cab, dune buggy, another water cooled, those cool new wheels on there. It's Roberts. Old red, rusty, nice 67. I think we got a few of these. That's a 72, I think, is Susie's. That's another 67. We got Super Beetle, Woody's, probably 60. I don't know what Woody's is, and then a squareback. So lots going on here. Shasta Pizza Company. This is just a little break in between working on the EuroVan. Thanks for joining Mr. Smith Garage. Okay, so there's only one way that these shims and flex plate go on. So you kind of got to find it. But basically, there's two of the holes that are offset a little bit. And once you find it, I don't think that's it. Maybe it was. Okay, let's see if I can find it from the back here. See how this one's up just a little bit different than that one? So I think that's my up one, which means it goes there. Okay, so don't forget your outside shim. Let's put that on. Remember, there's one that's lower than the rest of them, so it kind of creates this little dip They're circular, but then there's a dip. Okay, so once they're on there, we got to find a way to keep this stationary so that the flywheel doesn't move. Well, this is where I'm in a little dilemma as a single mechanic working on this. Because I got to keep this thing from turning, because I'm going to be torquing it against the way that it's supposed to go. So, might need to call on one of my friends to help out. Let me see what I can come up with. All right, so I got my friend Tim to hold the other side here. Lucky he's just down the street. Let's see how these things go in. And I just bought this little thing at a thrift store. I see all these guys do it on like Afghani machinists, and they're using all these old tools.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's proud.
Yeah. Need to probably oil that one, huh? Maybe I should just use the torque wrench.
Trying to go back to your roots.
Right? It's just these things are so loose. I thought they would just like spin right in. I'd probably use a... It hasn't really been any pressure on you, right?
No, I felt nothing.
Okay.
And I'm holding the pulley and the wrench in one spot. And seems
so let's do this.
No pressure at all.
Let's see if it speeds things up a little bit. Let's see how much torque that was. These only have to go to 44.
I bet you're there.
And then they're stretch bolts.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, you got it?
Right there, yeah.
Do you want to something to stick on there? Or
no, I think I'm
okay.
I think I'm okay.
Because I don't think 44 is that much, right?
Yeah. It's not, it shouldn't be that much.
There's 44. There's 10 of them on here.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
Yeah. I guess they don't want them moving, huh?
It's for all that VR6 power.
Have you used stretch bolts before?
Mm-hmm.
The first time I used them was on this head. Okay, so there's 44. So now I need to mark them.
And do what? A quarter turn?
And then do a 90 degrees. Yeah, full quarter turn. So, yeah, this was the first time I had really... I'm just going to go all up high, since we're keeping it in the same spot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. A little bit more torque here, huh? Maybe I should use a bigger torque wrench. Ready? And it totally feels like they're gonna break. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other side now. Oh, right there, okay. Okay, there's 2. Here we go again. A little more. 3. Okay, here we go. 4. 5. 6. Yeah, painting these things really makes a difference on this.
Yeah. It sure helps keeping track.
Yeah. Okay, so I do this one. 3 more, I think. There's 1. 2. Last one. I'll get it in there. Come on. Stop, check. All right. I think that's it.
Great. And check your top dead center one more time there before you...
Have you ever done an automatic torque converter to flex plate type thing?
On a V8.
Okay. But I mean...
Well, on a Jeep 6-cylinder, there was like... you put it in, you got to rotate it a certain amount of times. I'm not sure if it's the same on these. You
Okay.
hook it on and you rotate it and you push in at the same time.
Because it did say that it might leak a little bit.
Same way. I don't know if it's just the same as the. You have to go quite a few turns.
Oh, okay.
Whether that's the same for this or not, I don't know. Oh, there. I would keep doing it. Go a few rotations. Like I said, this might only go once. But like when we did that 4-liter, it had 3 lock locations.
I feel like that's in, but
Well, and you'll know too, Rob, if when you go into your pilot bushing, when you put this in, it should mate up without it, bottom it out. If this thing's
Okay.
too far out, it's not going to go in.
okay.
You only have to
I put the shims in the same way that they came off.
Is it a bushing?
There's a shim.
No, inside
Oh.
the pilot?
No.
The brass bushing?
Just metal to metal.
Okay. You can kind of see where it was rubbed. Rubs.
So it's nice that it spins at least,
Yeah.
because then I know I can spin it.
Well, and that's how you'll rotate once you get it lined up.
Oh, I can tell from here if it's.
There should be for the starter, the teeth.
Yeah, they're right there.
Yeah.
They're right on the edge. Because I was gonna attach it first and then put it in, but every video I've seen it shows people
And this is how I see it done.
mating it together.
On like small block Chevys and Jeeps. So, well, we can try it. We can lift it up. And
Yeah,
do you have the bolts ready to
I
go?
do. And they're all, I don't know if on yours if they were all different like that, but
It's kind of a mixture.
holy cow, these things are all completely different.
We can probably get a good idea.
This is,
Look at you, nice and organized.
so this is the top.
Okay.
So,
So
like,
this long one's probably this.
kind
that's
of
a
back.
pretty
This
long-
one's going back through.
Right.
This one's, well, this one's here.
That looks like a stud.
It is a stud. So that one's back in the trans. I'm trying to think of how I did it. Top, back of the trans.
This looks like these two might have been here. These are pretty close together.
So maybe this one's top. No, that one's a pass through. So there's nothing on this one.
Okay.
That one goes to this blank space here, I think.
Okay.
Or wait, the blank space is over here. Oh, so maybe it goes this way. Oh.
It's been apart for a bit.
Yeah, it has been. So you're right. So like if I look at it this way, this is probably the way it goes. So this one's gonna go here.
And I'm guessing, see the flange thickness here? That's really, like if we line
And
this
that's,
up a bit.
so that is going through that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like the longest one.
Yeah.
So you got longer. This is a little shorter,
Okay. And that one would be this one. Is it easier probably just to stick them on here?
Well, we can
Or a couple of them?
You can do what you're doing.
The top.
If we get the top, 2, then the rest of them will fall into place. Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
That's a. You see this bushing?
That
should go
come
into this
right
hole
on
right
right
here. Yeah.
And then I think there's one over on this side
Right
too.
down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we get those locked in, that'll hold it.
Okay.
In place.
One's on this side right
Or we
here.
get a few bolts started.
Okay. And then that big one goes to the top. Is there one going to the very top? I guess that's this
Yeah,
one.
there's nothing else across here.
Yeah, that is that.
So we have to just remember, like this is here. I don't know how far down is that other pilot.
It's
That bushing.
it's halfway. It's about the same.
So this is pretty
Height.
level. This is about
Yeah.
the cooler is probably about level on this thing. So we'll just pick it up and
So
stab it on there.
I'm hoping that's all the way in there. I don't think it doesn't have much space for
I'm
the starter.
surprised that no one shows that.
Right?
Yeah, there's not the old interweb, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so. Oh,
Let's see. We gotta rotate. This has to go to here.
yeah. Is it close to there? Yes, here.
Get that out of the way. I think you have to go up a bit. So just think of this to here. And then I'm not sure, your bushing is this second one down?
Yeah.
So you concentrate on your bushing, and I'll do this bush.
And if we get them straight, then the pilot should go right in there. We're pretty far off. Are we?
You know what we're hitting? We're hitting this, let's go up. I think that tranny's hitting that cart.
Oh, you're right.
I think we're hitting,
yeah, you can go
in
up
anymore.
Uh-huh. Oh, and it actually is leaning down a little bit.
Did it help?
Yeah, because it's kind of leaning.
I mean, you want to lower it
Oh,
down?
you can probably lower it now, huh?
Yeah. With that cart.
Here, let me get this thing out of the way first. There we go.
Can we go down slowly?
Yeah. That's about right.
Like
Well,
that?
let's see.
That way we don't have to lift it too high.
Wait a minute, I'm trying to look for the bolt here.
Yeah, that's...
Where's that flange? Oh, that flange is down here.
Yeah, down there.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going high enough. So yeah, you could probably go.
Go down a little more.
Let's see. Yeah.
We'll come down. The
I'm
tranny's
trying
on
to
the
see where.
floor.
There you go. Actually, I'll just line it right up in here.
We might be able to get it. So where's that bush? Here's, so I gotta rotate rod this way, like 4 inches. Here's this.
Oh, you're up here.
Goes into here.
Okay.
So.
So can we spin this?
Yeah. There you go.
Let's spin it the right
Put
way.
it to back.
It's going the right way.
Yeah, it's coming out.
I just want to get that
And we're gonna
middle
here.
in there. Did that pilot look like it went close to the middle?
It's going the right way. If you lift that side up, so we gotta go over here. Lift your side up. It might rotate me over.
Yep. Oh, almost got it here. Okay. Let's see here. I thought I had it in there. Where'd it go? Oh, it's down. There.
Ooh, that kind of went in a little bit.
I think mine's in. Let me get it. Let me get something started here.
Okay. I'm nearly started too. I'm not sure what size that is. 19, 18, or 17. I'm close.
19. Let me grab one. Does it feel like it's?
I'm not pulling very hard.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to kind of pull it together with the bolt. I got it started. See it almost went.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah, I'm not even touching the back of the motor flange.
Okay. Man, this thing's a beast, huh?
Yeah, I didn't tighten it, but I'm snug.
Okay. Yeah, let me just get this top one close
Yeah, it's
enough.
kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
I was doing.
together. Because we got to figure out now how to. I think I can turn the.
You should be able to do it where the starter is.
It's on the back side.
Yeah, I got one bolt. Don't twist it. Don't even touch it. There's a bolt.
Right there?
There's a bolt right there. I don't know where it's supposed to be though. There's one.
Oh, so
the flex plate. So here's a bolt in the torque converter, but I don't think that's the flex plate.
Oh yeah, that's through the flex plate.
Is it really?
It
Here,
should be.
Put a nut on it. Is that the back of the flex plate?
Yeah.
Then we nailed it.
How did we?
Lucky. I'll take luck all day.
Yeah.
We measured, Rob. We measured with the calipers over and over, and we got it lined up for the last hour. And now it
And
works.
I think maybe that's
It's all that preparation. Yeah, I would just now. What you do, Rob? Go to your starter hole, and rotate that. There was what, 3 of those? Rotate your starter hole to bring the other bolts to this location so you can put the nuts on them.
Or I can just turn that if I turn it clockwise.
Yeah.
That's
Clockwise from my side?
yeah, clockwise on your
Should
side.
I go up?
But let me get this. See if this is actually, because I don't know how. Let me look at my torque on this.
Well, and you don't want to torque that yet. You want to get them all on first.
Okay.
I would want to make sure that everything's
all
sitting
okay.
snug.
Okay.
Then we'll rotate it again.
Yeah, so you can rotate it clockwise then.
Okay.
Until we
And
get to the next
so
one.
I'm going to go clockwise, Rob. Like
Okay.
this was the clock, so I'm going to go
Yep.
up.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's the way with the. Yeah, I can't believe we got those in there. I mean, I guess it wouldn't have come together if we didn't. There you go.
There you go.
And then don't drop it. But I think there's a hole in the bottom. I think there's a hole in the bottom.
In the bottom
too,
of the
transmission, maybe? Maybe not.
We can lift it up with the lift and see.
Should probably show my audience this.
Yeah, that's a good little hole there.
Yeah, there's a hole back here. And I know there's one under the oil pan. There's actually a space there that you can do.
Like an inspection plate.
I think it must be for these bolts. So should I come back around and torque them now?
Yeah, I think we can.
I just need to look at my torque. I'm gonna go with, because they're 10 millimeter, we're gonna go with 44.
Okay.
Just because
Yeah.
that's what most of the 10 millimeters are. Do you know if you're doing torque, if you put an extension on it, does it change?
You can.
Does it change
You just want to make sure you're perfectly square to the nut and the bolt. Don't get all crooked.
Because I think with this thing, it's.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Just make
Okay,
sure
so
you're
you're
nice
gonna-
and square. Yeah, I'll keep it from
You're gonna
rotating.
push down, I think,
Yeah.
while I push up.
And I'll just keep it from rotating. Yeah, just make sure that's exactly right. Keep it nice and
Okay.
square.
That was already
Okay,
44.
so I'm gonna go clockwise again.
Okay. There you go.
More compression there.
Yeah. Okay. That should be good.
You good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. The rest of this I can bolt all together. Well, thanks, Tim.
Tomorrow you should have this running.
Okay, a big thank you to Tim. He's one of my viewers, but he's also a good friend. Really appreciate him coming out and helping me get that torque down. Hopefully he did it right. It looks like everything matched up the way it's supposed to. And I think we just got lucky. So what I'm doing now is I realize that this bracket actually goes underneath this, where this bolt is. And so I want to make sure I get this on here before I tighten this stuff down. I think it goes this way. Let's see. Okay, so I've got 2 here. Got that one. it's a 16. Oh, it is a 16. Huh. Interesting. That's just weird. These are some weird sizes on these. This is an 18 millimeter back here. Okay. We need to look at the torque specs on all these. Engine transaxle. If it's 8 millimeter, there's 18 foot-pounds. If it's 10 millimeter, 44 foot-pounds. And if it's 12 millimeter, it's 59 foot-pounds. So that was 12 millimeter right there. We need to go to 59 foot-pounds. I don't know. Might get this a little active in there. Okay, then we're going to go back to 44. There's 44. Then I should have two more. This one. Yeah, we need to lift it up more. I can't get any leverage. Let's hope it doesn't drop on me. Okay, let's see. I still got a few minutes left on video with the camera, so my box with my labels came in real handy. So basically it tells me where all my bolts were, and you'll see there's one here, and then there was two down here, one here, one here. On this side, one here, and then you can see this one at the bottom down here, under there. Now I gotta put that mount in, and then basically this thing's buttoned up, back together. We just need to put the rest of it on and get it up in the car. Probably find a different hoist point. We'll have to figure that out so that we can get it into the car. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and thank you, Tim. I know you're going to be watching this, but Tim is my neighbor, always willing to help in hand, and I do appreciate that. So appreciate all my viewers. I don't think I could find anybody putting a torque converter on a flex plate for a VR6 on YouTube, so that's what we're going to call this one, is VR6 flex plate and torque converter install. We mated the transaxle back together. Good time. So like, subscribe, join me for all the future tales of Lars, the EuroVan, as we get this engine back into Lars and get Lars out of the garage so that the Porsche 944 convertible can come back in. I mean, that's the real plan. So All right. Thanks for joining me, Mr. Smith Garage.